Ryan Steinecker with Cooper Cornia, Athletic Director at Rich High School. Cooper, as always, thanks for your time today.
You bet. It's always good to talk to you, Ryan.
A busy weekend. Things got started Thursday night. The wrestling team was at Cokeville. How did that go?
Overall, I was really impressed with how our boys went and wrestled. We were kind of in a hole to begin with in the duel because of the amount of buys we gave up. But it came right down to the last match, and had we won with a pin, we would have tied them. So they've always got a good program, and it's always good when you can go over there and compete with them and be right there with them. And that's what our kids did this week. They wrestled really well. Everybody really got after it, and I was really happy with the effort the kids gave on Thursday.
Yeah, that's impressive. You think of Cokeville and you think of all those state championships and a lot of those in wrestling, so that's great.
Yeah, we were really excited with how the kids went and performed. So, I mean, it was their senior night. They were excited, and so we were really pleased with how the kids performed this week.
Now, your wrestling schedule's changed for this week, right? You've got divisionals the next Saturday at UF High School, but this week, what's going on for Rich Wrestling?
Yeah, so we're headed up to Sugar City, Idaho. This is a new tournament. We've never been to it, but we're excited. They kind of do it almost like it's kind of like the Dawn Runner that we went to last week. The Dawn Runner's like a preview for all the 2A schools in Wyoming. And this one we're going to in Sugar City is kind of a preview for the 2A and 3A schools. So there's lots of schools invited. It should be really good.
Let's turn to basketball. Girls and boys both had good performances Friday night. The wins over Manila in region play.
Yeah, they were both really important wins, and both teams played well. The boys had a really close game, a good, tough game against Manila, and those are the kind of games you need to get yourself ready for state. So I was excited to see them play well together and get the win.
I didn't really know what to expect out of the Manila girls basketball team. They'd been close with Tabiona. They'd had some other good wins. They were 9-3, but the Rich girls, that was maybe their best start of the season, going out to 22-3 in the first quarter. They started really great.
Yeah, and against an up-and-coming team like that, that's what you have to do. You need to jump on them early, and the girls did that. They got off to a hot start and kind of cruised from there, and that's what you need to do against opponents like that. Seems like if you give them a little bit of a chance and make them think that they can play with you, that's exactly what they do. So the girls did exactly what they needed to do on Friday.
Girls followed that up Saturday with a win, I think a 9-point win at Grace. Boys were at South Summit. They were right there. In fact, they were on top midway through the third quarter, but then things fell apart.
Yeah, from what I heard, both of those games were kind of similar with different outcomes. Coach Lundgren told me how physical and how hard Grace played. His exact words were, "It's a tough place to go play." I hinted maybe at the officials, and he said no, they just really got after it and played hard. So that was a good win for the girls to go and be able to overcome, a little adversity on the road and come away with the win. And the boys, from what I understand, they were leading partway through the third quarter and then just couldn't quite hold on there at the end. But South Summit's got a very good team, very athletic, and so we just need to learn from that loss and move on, hopefully, and improve.
This week, the girls are at home against Westside, and then there's a big trip out to Tabiona Friday night for both the girls and boys.
Yeah, and that's always a fun one. Should be exciting this year, get to go play on that new floor. And every time we play Tabiona, whether it's here or there, it's always a battle. So best of luck to the Rebels on that one. It's an important game. We're right there at the top of our region, both boys and girls. So big implications for the state tournament with this one, and it's a great environment to play in. I know the boys and girls are both excited.
Starting to get toward the end of seasons. Wrestling divisionals next week. State drill is February 2nd, so just less than 2 weeks away. Basketball's got about a month left.
Yeah, it's crazy. Once you pass that Christmas break, how fast everything goes. Wrestling's really winding down quick, and girls and boys basketball will be right after that. And drill teams only got a couple weeks left, and they're done. So the winter sports are wrapping up. We've had some pretty good success so far, and hopefully just in this last month and a half, teams can improve and we can go and finish where everybody hopes we can.
Thanks so much for your time, Athletic Director at Rich High School, Cooper Cornia, and good luck to the Rebels this week.
You bet, Ryan. Thanks. Go Rebels.